Hi, Larry Kruger with another session of Ask the Expert. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to select a mover. I've been in the moving industry for over 40 years. I'm going to give you some inside tips. If you haven't used a mover before, it has been a while before you used, since you've used a mover, here's some suggestions for you. Firstly, if you're moving locally, if you're moving within your city or town, most of us will go to Google search and search for a mover. Now here's a tip that's going to send a shiver down the spine of all the Google marketing folks, but skip the first 3 paid ads. Skip those ads and go directly to the bricks and mortar section, the map on the bottom where there are actual buildings and businesses in your area. Top 3 are paid advertising and they couldn't possibly not even be in your area. So you want to find someone that's close to you, and the reason is that you pay by the hour on a local move. So you want someone in your general area. Now go to their websites, just click along the side and cut and paste their address. Go to their contact information, cut it and paste it onto Google Maps and take a look, go to street level and take a look at their building. If they have a building, are their trucks, visible? Do they have signage on them? Do they have signage outside of their offices? Are they easily found? Good movers want to be found. Poor ones are hiding. So if you land, we've done this and landed on baseball diamonds. We've landed on abandoned buildings, empty parking lots. That little trick alone will save you a lot of hassle going forward. Skip the first 3, check out the buildings online and the facilities. Obviously, friends and recommendations are also good. There's some really great local movers that just, aren't in a big building. But anyway, that kind of gives you a sense of security at any rate. When you're looking for a mover, as I said, locally everything's by the hour. Now, a rule of thumb, and this is just a generalization, because you pay for travel and taxes and all that kind of good stuff, an average mover will move 3 men and a truck will do a room an hour in and out, depending on how far you're going. So, and generally speaking, if you do all the math, look at about $200 an hour. All in. Their hourly rate will, may not be $200 an hour, but once you take in the travel and the taxes and everything. So, minimum charges, a lot of them have. So, you're going to pay 4 hours no matter what. But if you're, you got a 3-bedroom, living room, dining room, kitchen, basement, rec room, blah, 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 you're looking at about $1,600 in around there. Normal 3-bedroomish house. A smaller place, $600 to $800, okay? And the more stuff you have, obviously, the more you pay. The more you're organized and have things ready to go on move day, the less you pay. So, but that's a rule of thumb for you, how to select and ballparking what you're going to pay. If you're moving long distance, everything is based on weight, the actual weight of your furniture. Your goods are loaded on the truck's weighed prior to getting there, and it's weighed again, and that's what you pay for. But you go out and get estimates from movers like myself. Now, what happens when you get an estimate is, you get variations of offerings, shall we say. Now, we have a website called themovingmall.com, themovingmall.com. If you go on there, initially what you'll find if you scroll down are all kinds of links to services and post-move, moving, and after-move services, good, reliable vendors. And when you go into the mall, you find an extensive checklist, a to-do list that kind of takes in everything so that if you're not really versed in moving, this kind of walks you through the whole process. And as importantly, we have a section on selecting a mover whereby we flesh out how to avoid rogue movers a little more. We have a process form on there to let you know what happens in a long distance move. And we have a selection sheet, a PDF file that you print and hand to the mover. And that allows everybody to bid on exactly the same information or price their business that way. Now, when it comes to long distance movers, there's the big van lines. There's, there's United, Atlas, Allied, North American, Mayflower. And what that gives you is global coverage. They have a network of agents all over the place. So you have an origin and a destination agent. There are other movers out there that may be equal. In the U.S., there's a whole tier of large, great van lines other than the big five. But what you want is both, somebody at the origin, somebody at the destination, and some sort of a head office to tie it all together in case there's a problem. You have some place to call. Destination, you call your local agent to get anything cleared up there. So, few little tips. Local moving, go direct for the bricks and mortar. Long distance moving, utilize a major van line. Avoid the paid ads. That's where all the wacky stuff hangs out. In a lot of cases, you don't get 10 quotes and all that move for $500 BS. Go to where the bricks and mortars are, or go directly to the websites of the big five or some big US guys, and that'll get you out of a lot of trouble. And use that comparative selection sheet on our website for long distance moves, and just work your way through the local thing with good, reliable movers. McWilliams, we cover all of Canada, long distance Canada, US, anywhere in Canada. Our local market is kind of saddles the GTA, but feel free to use our information. We don't do intra-US business or anything like that, but use the moving mall information if you're selecting any mover, and I think you're going to find it useful. It's not flashy, but it's full of really, really good information. Have a great day. Hug yourself a mover, and I hope this is useful. Adios.